Hi, Cancer. It's Jeffrey. It's red color. And this is your reading for the month of March 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I offer T, which is a healing modality. Please become a member of the site. The membership costs $2.99 a month. Give you access to the weekly videos that are arranged by astrological signs. So you could see your sun, moon, and your rising, and your best friend, and your Venus, and your Jupiter. Don't get too carried away. You can get carried away. It's okay. Sometimes I think it's really good to get carried away. You know, I don't think we get carried away enough. All right. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. You know, I got some really good news today. I got some really good news. I'm so much more relaxed. I'm so relaxed because earlier today I was anything but relaxed, anything but, and taking a lot of action toward, you know, stability, basically. And it's all, things are working out. And I'm so grateful and I'm so relieved. So I think that's part of your message, you know, because whatever I'm feeling at the moment is like what I deliver. And it seems to really somehow work out. I don't know how that works out, but it does. And so if you've been, you know, you have a lot of things up in the air and you keep on taking action toward them, rest assured. And you know what came to me this afternoon before all this transpired? It was before the whole thing, you know, kind of worked out. It was, you could sit around and worry, but it ain't going to make it any better. Why don't you actually have a vision of it being okay, of things being calm and balanced and, you know, comfortable, and, you know, act from there instead of, you know, so I think that's part of the message. I know it is. There you go. You don't even have to watch the rest of the video, but I think you should. I mean, we're here. 1, 2, 3. It's sort of similar to what I said. Okay, here we go. So this is the king that takes responsibility. He owns up his, you know, he owns up when he's wrong. And he says, I was wrong. And this is how I was wrong. Is that all? What is all that stuff on the floor over there? Okay. It's annoying me there. You know, he owns up to what was wrong. And he's like, he takes full responsibility for his actions, for his words, right? And then we get self-imposed mental bondage. And it's like, okay, I'm taking responsibility for the self-imposed mental bondage. And I'm going to allow the healing and the elixir to come. I'm going to allow the gift to come instead of, you know, being so tied up in this, you know, it's like, I'm going to take the blindfold off and I'm going to release myself because I take responsibility. And I can be healed. I could receive a gift. I could receive an offer. Okay. That was so annoying, that thing on the floor. Oh, you know what it is? It's not anything on the floor. It's the arm from the other chair. I mean, you know, all that stuff underneath over there, like that's to catch the, you know, the drip. So that's, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay. I like things the way I like things, you know, like from here on, it's a mess, but it doesn't look like a mess. All right, because I think a lot of this self-imposed mental bondage has been like your own kind of like negative fantasy that you've been living in, and you can cut it out. A new idea with a new perspective, with, you know, to bring balance, to restore balance, to be involved. That, you know, this is restoring balance, and it is balance because, you know, you don't get the scales often in the deck. It's here and justice, the only place to see them. There are other cards of balance, but those are the two very obvious ones. It's about giving and receiving. So, I think you need to allow yourself to receive. I think that's what it is. I think you need to allow yourself to receive instead of being closed, instead of saying, I got this, I'm okay. Like this whole situation. I don't know if you know my whole situation. I went through a fire in my apartment, blah, blah, blah. And a huge part of the lesson for me, because I'm always the one who's got it all together, even if I don't have it together, because I could always manage, and I've really had to like make myself vulnerable and say, I really need help here. I really need help here. And then to accept it, to graciously accept it. And honestly, it's changed everything. Allowing others to, take care of me, whether it be financially, emotionally, etc., has really, really made an enormous difference in allowing myself to be nourished, to be cared for, to be loved. It's a harder lesson for some of us than others, And I think a lot of the water signs, I'm a Scorpio. So a lot of the water signs, we're all like, we feel everyone else's feelings, but, our feelings like don't matter or something. We're so busy taking care of everybody else because we're so empathic that it's like we kind of forget ourselves sometimes. And, we put ourselves in this and in this. And part of taking responsibility is allowing new ideas and new thoughts to come in, and for others to come with, it's like, I made some soup for you. I made some soup for you. Thank you. Thank you. And eat the soup and enjoy it, I can go for some chicken soup right now. I make the best chicken soup. Balance, perseverance as well. Okay, away we go. Being willing to learn something new in the physical world. I always feel like he's a student. I always say that. Yeah, look at that. How lovely. This is such a lovely card. It's such a lovely, lovely card. I don't think I've ever read this card negatively. There are a few, a lot of other cards you can kind of go back and forth. I mean, maybe one day I'll have a negative connotation for this card, but up till now, I never have. This is about a choice, right? And it's really about the choice. Well, it's about a choice because there's two, but it's also, they're coming from the same place. They both have full cups, full hearts, and they're offering it to each other. And it could be a love thing. It's easily, read as a love thing, but it's all about friendship. Could be a relationship in business. And this is also about meeting oneself. It's about meeting oneself. It's about meeting one's higher self and allowing really the love in your heart that you actually do have for yourself to come through and to heal you, and then to offer it back to your guides and angels and say, I love you too. And it's reciprocal. And that's where the healing comes in. And it's also, like the loving, kind people that we have in our life saying, let me take care of you. Let me take you to dinner. Let me buy you something. Let me listen to you. Let me allow you to cry. It's profoundly healing to have a connection. It's profoundly healing. And it's not only good for the receivee, but it's not really good for the receiver. It's good for the giver. That's what this is about as well. That's what this is about. That's what the balance is. Yeah, your soul knows. Your soul already knows. Like what I'm telling you is really the truth. Yeah, your soul knows. And if you're sort of like, oh, he's always so optimistic. Well, you can find a negative reader if you want. It's easy. Yeah, new ideas. That's the second sword, or the third sword. Swords. Joy. You know, I'm going to end on joy. 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 So you have the opportunity to experience joy and to experience a real human connection, giving and receiving, and allowing yourself to be loved and to love. And sounds lovely to me. Sounds really lovely to me. And I don't think it's going to be a big conglomerate drama. You know, sometimes when we have to change our habits or our ways of looking at things, sometimes it's like really hard. I don't think it's going to be hard. It doesn't feel like it's going to be hard. It feels like it's just going to seamlessly flow in, you know. It's like you don't have to tell the water which way to go. The water knows the way to go. Like you don't have to direct it, you know. It's just like it's just going to come. Let it come, and think of it as healing, right? Let it just overtake you. It's almost like that. Remember those Calgon commercials? Calgon was like a bath stuff, and it was in the 70s, and it was like the mother who like had 8 kids, you know, so it seemed, and you know, she'd get into this luxurious, like beyond bubble bath. Calgon, take me away. It's a little bit like that. That's the way it feels. All right. Blessings to you. I should go into advertising, I swear.